Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Before we get into the next video, if you like the information and content, hit that subscribe button, click on the little bell icon, that way you get notified when I post new videos, or you can click on that little picture of me and my beautiful wife down in the corner. That'll get you subscribed too. With that being said, let's get down to it. I'm bringing it up. I brought it up before and I don't have a problem bringing it up now. Coronavirus, COVID-19, the pandemic. And if YouTube wants to remove the video, let them remove it. I'll upload another one. I'll make another one. And I'm going to continue to make them. I'm going to try to cut to the chase, make this as short as possible, but I want people to understand where I'm coming from because this is not a joke. And what I saw tonight was the perfect reason why people need to stay at home. Rideshare is down 81%. Yet there's a ton of rideshare cars out there. Food delivery's gone way up, but that's where this video comes into play. So let's get down to it. I want you guys to take a look at that. Coronavirus Part 2, just like the title says. Diarrhea, nausea, or vomiting may be the first coronavirus symptoms in some patients. Digestive problems, particularly diarrhea, can be the first clue in a unique subgroup of patients who are infected with the new coronavirus but don't have the more well-known warning signs, according to a new study. Wonderful. So now there's two ways that this can affect you. First part is the respiratory, where you have the difficulty breathing, shortness of breath, runny nose, nasal congestion, dry cough, and then of course it gets more severe with the difficulty breathing, pneumonia, and God forbid, death. Now we have a gastrointestinal infection that we can get through coronavirus also. So moving on quickly. COVID-19 is not just a cough. Of course, we're all very focused on the lungs because that's what causes people to die due to the pneumonia. But this virus, if it gets into your saliva and you swallow it, then it can enter your intestinal system or your gastro-intestinal tract. Okay, that's why they're telling everybody, don't touch your face, don't touch your nose, do whatever. I've sanitized my hands, so if I touch my mouth, anyway, moving on. This virus enters the human body through a particular receptor that's found in high levels in the gastrointestinal tract. If you unfurl your intestines, so if you took your intestines out, laid them out, sliced them open, unfolded it, it would cover the area of a tennis court. Okay, that's a lot. That's a big area. So you have this huge area where the virus can just start to replicate itself over and over again. It seems that's happening in some patients who have the GI version of this disease. The GI version of this disease. So it's not just an upper respiratory infection now. Now it can also be a gastrointestinal infection or virus. So I made a video a month ago. I said this thing, was just starting to wrap itself up. And I was hoping it would, end quickly. And it's not. It's getting worse. I went to a Wingstop. I completely shut down on April 1st. I shut down my rideshare apps. I'm not doing it anymore for a couple of reasons. Mainly because I don't want to get sick. I don't want people in my car. And rideshare is down so much that every time I open up one of my passenger apps, there's a ton of cars out there. Well, these people, you guys are out there all day and you're literally making a fourth of what you were making. I know before I shut my apps down, last night I did rideshare. The very last night I did rideshare. Prior to me shutting down on April 1st, I waited 3 hours to get a ride. And I got one ping on Uber for $2 to $3. I let it roll through, shut my phone off, went home, signed up for Doordash. Part 2. I'm doing Doordash tonight, just before I made this video. And because I've read up on the types, or the way this virus can impact somebody, that's why I'm doing this video, because what I saw was inexcusable. And I know this to be a Doordash driver because I have talked with him. I go to a Wingstop on 25th West and Avenue J in the city of Lancaster. Okay? I'm going to pull into a spot that's open right next to this black Charger. I'm not going to give out a whole lot of specifics. It is literally right in front of the main doors that go into this restaurant. As I start to pull in, driver door opens, and this guy is got projectile vomit coming from the driver door. I mean, he is just going to town. I wish I had a video editor because I got it all on my dash camera. Again, this is a Doordash driver, and I know who this person is because I don't know them personally. I've run into this individual before, and he is vomiting his brains out. I back up, I find another parking spot, I go into the restaurant, I said I need to speak with a manager. Manager comes up, I explain the situation, and yes, I did. I identified myself as a former medic and a former first responder. Let them know that this person who is a food delivery driver is vomiting literally right out in front of the front doors of this establishment and has been in here, and it's time to basically get everybody out and shut your doors. You need to call your manager, or you need to call your supervisor, or you need to call the owner of the restaurant. You need to call somebody, but you need to close the doors. As I'm saying this, his girlfriend, fiance, wife, whoever the female was in his car, walks in the door and says, I didn't know she'd already been in the restaurant, overheard this and said, well, he's been feeling sick for a couple of days. He just started throwing up. Really? So I literally saw this up close, and it blew my mind. And then it made me think, you know, how misinformed, uninformed, or just flat out ignorant are some of these people? We're putting pennies over our lives here, and it's not worth it. They passed the stimulus package, or whatever you want to call it. Unemployment's up to $600 a month. I'm sorry, $600 a week. File for it. I'm 51 years old. I've been paying into it since I was 16. I don't have a problem. I'm not embarrassed. If someone would ask me, yeah, I'm on unemployment. I'm not driving. I'm not risking it. As YouTubers, we have the best way to get this message out. For every one viewer that we have that watch our videos, they can pass that on to 10 other people. And those 10 people can pass it on to 100 people, and so on and so forth. You get the gist of it. I'm going to put a challenge out. Dustin is driving. Chris at Real Rideshare Stories. The Rideshare Professor. Kevin the Entrepreneur. Rideshare Lisa. Dark Road Run. Dave the Uber Slave. Go Donnie COM. All of the Outlaws of Rideshare, all of my friends, all of my fellow YouTubers, because I'm the new tuber and I have a very small channel. It's our time to really voice this and hopefully get these drivers to understand that it's flat out time to stop. Dustin is Driving has done a few videos on this, and he's not driving anymore. Rideshare Professor is not driving anymore. Dave the Uber Slave has cut his driving down in half, and he's wearing a mask and, you know, all that other stuff. But again, we as YouTubers have this wonderful social outlet to get these people to understand what's going on. So I hope whoever's watching this video may leave a message to the aforementioned YouTubers that I just said, and it's time to video up. I'm using the hashtag drivers helping drivers. That's hashtag drivers helping drivers. We need to get this message out. And drivers, you need to stop driving. What I saw tonight was, it was unfortunate. It's a younger gentleman, so I assume they'll probably be okay, but I don't know. But it's here in my city, and I don't know where else to go with it. So that's my challenge. Make a video. Stress as much as you can. It's time to stop. Let's help people get educated. If you're afraid that YouTube's going to pull it off your channel, that's not an excuse. Let them pull it off your channel. I personally don't care. I'll upload another one. And I'm going to keep uploading them. And I'm going to keep doing what I intended to do when I first started doing this YouTube channel. And that was have a different look at situations that can happen in rideshare and now food delivery because of my medical background. Please pass the word around. It's time to stop driving. It's not worth your life. With that being said, be professional, be safe, keep it real, park it.